They remembered that the girl who gave them her heart had left a note in her wallet, which they had found among her belongings at the hospital. The note said, "If you are reading this, it means I am gone, but my heart lives on with you. You have a gift that can change the world, but you also have a curse that can destroy you. You are not alone. There are others like you." Lena and Leo were twins, but they were nothing alike. Lena was quiet, shy, and studious, while Leo was loud, outgoing, and adventurous. They had different hobbies, different friends, different dreams. The only thing that they shared was their birthday and their heart condition. They were born with a rare defect that made their heart beat regularly and weekly. They had to take medication every day and avoid strenuous activities. They knew that someday they would need a heart transplant, but the chances of finding a compatible donor were slim. One day, they received a call from the hospital. A donor had been found. They had to rush to the surgery room. They hugged each other and wished each other luck. They hoped that they would both survive the operation and get a new chance at life. But fate had other plans. The donor was a young girl who had died in a car accident. She had a special heart, a heart that contained magic. She was a descendant of an ancient tribe that had the power to manipulate nature and heal wounds. Her heart was a precious gift, but also a dangerous one. The doctors did not know about the magic in the heart. They divided it into two halves and transplanted them into Lena and Leo. The twins woke up from the surgery feeling different. They felt a surge of energy and warmth in their chest. They felt a connection to each other and to the world around them. They soon discovered that they had inherited the girl's magic. Lena could make plants grow and flowers blossom with a touch of her hand. Leo could control the wind and the weather with a wave of his arm. They were amazed and delighted by their new abilities, but they also realized they had to keep them a secret. They did not know who else might want their heart or what they would do to get them. They decided to use their magic for good, to help people and animals in need. They also decided to find out more about the girl who gave them her heart and the tribe she belonged to. They hoped to honor her memory and learn from her legacy. But they were not the only ones who knew about the magic in their hearts. There was a dark force that had been haunting the tribe for centuries, a force that wanted to use their power for evil. It sensed the presence of the twins and their unidentical hearts, and it sent its agents to capture them. Lena and Leo had to face a new challenge, a challenge that would test their courage, their loyalty, and their love. They have to protect their hearts and each other from the enemies that wanted to destroy them. They had to find out who they really were and what they were meant to do. They had to discover the true meaning of unidentical hearts. Lena and Leo were on the run. They had barely escaped from the agent who had attacked them at their home. They had to use their magic to fight back, but they knew they could not keep up for long, since they were yet to master the powers they possess. They had to find a safe place to hide and a way to contact the tribe. They remembered that the girl who gave them a hat had left a note in her wallet, which they had found among her belongings at the hospital. The note said, "If you are reading this, it means I am gone, but my heart lives on with you. You have a gift that can change the world, but you also have a curse that can destroy you. You are not alone. There are others like you, others who can help you. Find them. Find the tribe. They will guide you and protect you. They are your family now. Go to the place where the sun sets and the moon rises. There you will find a clue. Follow it and you will find the tribe. But be careful. There are enemies everywhere. They will stop at nothing to get your heart. Trust no one. Trust only your heart, and trust each other. You are stronger together. You are unidentical." Lena and Leo decided to follow the note's instruction. They took a bus to the west where the sun sets and the moon rises. They hoped to find the clue that would lead them to the tribe. They did not know what to expect or what to trust. They only had each other and their unidentical hearts. But they were not the only ones who had read the note. One of the agents had managed to snatch the wallet from Leo. During the fight, he had read the note and reported it to his boss, a mysterious man who called himself the Collector. The Collector was obsessed with the tribe and their magic. He had spent years hunting them down and capturing them. He had a collection of their hearts, which he kept in a jar in his secret laboratory. He wanted to use their heart for his own twisted purposes. He wanted to become a god. The Collector was furious when he learned that the girl had given her heart to the twins. He considered it a waste, a betrayal, a theft. He wanted her heart back. He wanted the twins' heart too. He ordered his agent to attack them down and bring them to him alive. He did not care about the consequences. He did not care about the balance. He only cared about the power. The twins did not know it, but they were in grave danger. They had entered a world of magic and mystery, a world of wonder and horror, a world of light and darkness. They had to face their destiny and their enemy. They have to discover the truth about their unidentical hearts. Lena and Leo arrive at the place where the sun sets and the moon rises. It was a small town near the coast, where the sky was painted with orange and purple holes. They got off the bus and looked around. They saw a sign that said, "Welcome to Sunset Moon." They wondered where to go next. They checked the wallet again, hoping to find another clue. They found a photo of the girl who gave them her heart. She was smiling, holding a surfboard. On the back of the photo, there was a message. "This is my favorite spot. I come here every weekend to surf and chill. The waves are awesome and the people are friendly. There is a surf shop near the beach where I rent my board. The owner is a cool guy. He knows about the tribe. He can help you. Tell him I sent you. His name is Kai." Lena and Leo decided to follow the message. They walked to the beach looking for the surf shop. They saw a wooden shack with a sign that said Kai's Surf Shack. They entered the shop and saw a young man with tan skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. He was wearing a Hawaiian shirt and flip-flops. He greeted them with a smile. "Hey, welcome to Kai's Surf Shack. How can I help you?" Lena and Leo looked at each other nervously. They did not know how to approach him. They did not know if they could trust him. They decided to be cautious. "Hi, we are looking for a surfboard. We want to try surfing," Lena said. "Sure, no problem. I have plenty of boards to choose from. What size do you need?" Kai asked. We don't know. We have never surfed before," Leo said. Kai raised his eyebrows. "Never surfed before? How? You are brave. Surfing is not easy. You know, it takes a lot of practice and skills. And the waves here are plenty big and wild. Are you sure you want to do this?" Lena and Leo nodded. They hoped that Kai would offer to teach them, or at least give them some tips. They hoped that he would reveal his connection to the tribe, or recognize them as the twins with the unidentical heart. But Kai did not seem to notice anything unusual about them. He just shrugged and said, "Okay then, suit yourself. But don't say I didn't warn you. Here, take this board. They are beginners friendly. And this wetsuit, they will keep you warm and protect you from the sun. And this helmet, they will protect you from the rock. And this life jacket, they will keep you afloat. And this whistle, they will help you call for help. And this place, they will help you signal for rescue." Lena and Leo interrupted him. They realized that he was not going to help them. He was just trying to sell them stuff. They decided to cut to the chase. "Hey Kai, we are not here to surf. We are here to talk to you. We know who you are. We know who we are. We know who she was. We have her heart. She told us to find you. She told us to find the tribe. Do you understand what we are saying?" Lena said. Kai looked at them with a blank expression. He did not seem to understand what they were saying. He did not seem to recognize them or the girl. He did not seem to know anything about the tribe or the heart. He just shook his head and said, "Sorry, I have no idea what you are talking about. Who are you? Who is she? What heart? What tribe? Are you crazy or something?" Lena and Leo felt a surge of frustration and disappointment. They had come all this way, hoping to find a clue, a friend, a family, but they had found nothing. They had wasted their time and money. They have put themselves in danger. They have been fooled by a false lead. They realized that the notes and the photo were a trap set by the collector, a trap to lure them into his hands, a trap that they had fallen for. They turned around and saw a group of men in black suits and sunglasses. They had guns and badges. They had surrounded the shop. They had been following them. They had been waiting for them. They had come to take them. They were the agents of the collector. "Freeze! Don't move. You are under arrest," one of them shouted. Lena and Leo felt a surge of fear and panic. They had been caught. They had no escape. They had no choice. They had to use their magic. They grabbed each other's hand and closed their eyes. They felt their heart beating in sync. They felt their power flowing through their veins. They felt their connection to each other and to the world. They opened their eyes and unleashed their magic. Lena made the plants in the shop grow and burst out of their spots. She made vines and branches wrap around the agents and pull them down. She made flowers and fruit explode and spray them with juice and seeds. Leo made the wind in the shop blow and swirl around the agent. He made gusts and storm knock them off their feet. He made lightning and thunder strike and shock them. Together, they made a path to the door. They ran out of the shop and headed to the beach. They hoped to find a boat or a jet ski. They hoped to escape by sea. But they were not alone. There were more agents on the beach. There were more agents in the water. There were more agents in the air. There were helicopters and speedboats and jet skis. There were guns and rockets and harpoons. They had no way to go. They had no way to hide. They had no way to run. They were surrounded. They were outnumbered. They were outmatched. They were doomed, or so it seemed. But then something unexpected happened. Something miraculous. Something magical. They heard a voice that came from the sea, a voice that came from the heart, a voice that said, "Help is on the way." They looked at the sea and saw a wave that is bigger than any wave that they have ever seen, a wave that was blowing with a rainbow of colors, a wave that was carrying a group of people who were riding the wave, a group of people who were surfing the wave, a group of people who were smiling and waving at them, a group of people who looked like them, a group of people who had the same heart as them, a group of people who were the tribe. The tribe had found them. The tribe had come to save them. The tribe had come to welcome them. The tribe had come to take them home. They felt a surge of relief and joy. They felt a surge of hope and love. They felt a surge of belonging and purpose. They had found their family. They had found their destiny. They had found their unidentical heart.